everyone, Deborah with Pinching Pesos here, and it's my haul video for my first day of sourcing since my listing challenge ended yesterday. As you all know, for 7 weeks I listed my butt off. Well, not really, because it's totally still here, but figuratively speaking, I listed my butt off, and now I got to shop. So I hit up 3 stores today. I spent a total of, I spent $94 at the first store, I spent $34 at the second store, and I spent $92 at the third store. And I got all of this stuff, which means I can't go shopping again until all of this gets listed. So I better be working that butt off again so I can go shopping. So let me show you what all I got today, because I got some really great stuff. I'm stoked. So, alright, first off, I got a frame. Me and my friend, Mr. Monster. This is a My Pet Monster. Honestly, guys, I didn't look him up. I have seen him so many times on Facebook. For all I know, the price could have tanked. But it's one of those things that people talk about so much that when you see it, it's kind of like the big hug mug. You know, they're not worth anything anymore. I mean, they're not worth the $80 they used to be. They're like normal mug price. But if you find it finally, you go ahead and buy it anyway, because you finally found it. Might be the wrong time, but it's yours. So I bought my pet monster here. He's in really good condition. I don't know if he's supposed to be having parts or pieces or whatnot, because I never paid that much attention, but here he is. Pow! He was $5.99. He actually has a hospital bracelet on that says Squat Stapper. I don't know what that means, but I know these are the old kind of hospital bracelets, because look, they got the metal clasp on them, but they don't do anymore. Now they're just all paper. So anyway, there's that guy. Next thing I got was, this was a wild card item. It's a knife block with knives in it, and they're wood, and I know normally typically the wood knives are gonna do well. This is International Supreme Cutlery, and the only thing I could find was that a set of 4 steak knives sold for a reasonable amount of money. I think it was $15 or $20. I'm going to be putting all of the prices that I'm going to list these things at based off of my research. They'll be in the video somewhere here, 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 or here, or here. So, yeah, so I couldn't really find a whole lot, and considering that it had all of them except for one of the steak knives, I thought for $6.99 it was worth the gamble. I don't do a lot of knives. I do knife blocks. There's several BOLOs to look for if you're doing knife blocks. The Ronco 6-star cutlery block is a great one to buy. Those are for the Ronco knife set, and unfortunately, they're really hard to buy from the manufacturer. So if you buy the knives and you don't decide to get a block at the time that you're talking to your on the phone person, they're really hard to buy after the fact. You have to call and request a salesperson to call you back, which they will do within 2 to 7 days. And if you miss their call, you don't get to place your order. So I've sold a lot of those Ronco 6-star knife blocks. They sell really well on Amazon, and they sell really well on eBay. So anyway, this is my first go around with actual knives, and I'm going to sell them individually, and we'll see how it goes. Next up on the list is this Barbie projector clock. There are none currently listed on Amazon. There are a couple on eBay. They're going for a regular price of, you know, like 15, 20 bucks. Some 10, I think. There was like 1. So I can't really base my research on one item, like one listing, and I would suggest that you don't do that either. If there's one listing, you know, that person could just be trying to get rid of it and priced at 10 bucks and you have no clue and you've underpriced your item. So I might actually put this on Amazon, or at least cross post it, because I know with no listings on Amazon that's really beneficial to me. It was $3.99. Next up were these models. Now I saw these the second I walked onto the toy aisle, and I went over to the knife section to get a knife to cut the tape off. That's how I found the knife block. This is a 3 model Corvette set. It has the 60, the 65, and the 69 Corvette. I did a quick search, and if I remember correctly, somebody was selling one for like $30 or more. This one, even though the box is wrecked, is new. All the pieces are sealed. Everything is still eBay new. This would not be Amazon new, but it is eBay new. It was $4.99. Somebody donated somebody's collection. I'm assuming an ex-wife, because I bought 4. Let me show you the rest of them. Sorry, I gotta move some stuff off my couch, so these pillows, so I can put things over here. Next up is another 3 set of Corvettes. This one was $3.99, and it's a 70, a 65, and a 66. These are also new, bagged inside. While we're on models, let's just keep going. This is Indy Pace Car set, and inside is also bagged, and all the pieces. If I don't drop them all on the floor and show you all my boobs, sorry. This one was $4.99, and I also bought this Camaro. I did a quick search. It wasn't like $100, but it was worth buying. It was only $2.99, and it's new, bagged inside. Next thing I bought was this lighted Nostalgia Electrics party fountain. If you saw me on Periscope, I tried to Periscope today while I was shopping because the second store I was in had Wi-Fi. The problem is the Wi-Fi is choppy and it cuts out like every so often. So it ended up being like 3 different sessions, and since I was new at it, my first day Periscoping, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But I did talk about this then. The nostalgia stuff, or maybe I did it when I was in the parking lot of lunch. The nostalgia stuff, people kind of pass by because they sell it at TJ Maxx, they sell it at Bag-A-Lots and stuff like. Some of them are very good prices on Amazon and eBay. This one was priced the same on Amazon as it was eBay. Since it was opened and somebody tore the little flap, then I can't sell it on Amazon, but I'll sell it on eBay and I'll get the same price. It's all new inside, and it's really, really neat. I mean, it's super neat. The base lights up and cool. I paid $5.99 for it. I picked this up at the third store I went to, which is my favorite store. I love the Pflugerville store. This is a Space Maker, black and white, AM FM radio, Space Maker TV. It mounts underneath your cabinet. I looked it up and the prices weren't amazing. You know, they're probably like $35, $40. The only difference is mine happens to be new and unused. So somebody must have bought it and stuck it up in the garage and never actually mounted it. It was $7.99, but since it was red stickered, it was half price. So I paid $4. Somebody can't divide. $4 for this, and I'm pretty sure it was a good buy. The first thing I saw when I went into my first Goodwill of my shopping trip was this. This is a NASCAR slot car track. And if you'll notice, the actual cars are missing. But when I looked it up on eBay, somebody was selling just the track all by itself for 70 bucks. And this has all of the pieces except for the cars. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come out with at least $50. I'm being conservative because I don't always trust other people's prices. But it did have a bid on it at $69.95 for just the track. So conservatively speaking, I'm gonna make $80 on my $8 investment. Okay, I see these all the time, but I never, ever, well, in the past 3 years, have never seen them with all of the cooking trays. This is an Express Ready Set Go food maker. And I always find the machine and it'll either have like the omelet maker plate inside or it'll have the waffle plate inside. I've never found one with all of the plates with it. The plates alone sell for like 40 bucks. So I paid $9.99 for this machine. I had to buy it since it was like a wild unicorn. Like I've never seen one with all of the actual plates. So there it is. Next up is a Seen It Deluxe Movie Edition. This one was sealed. It still has its price tag on it for $49.95. I looked it up on Amazon and they sell for around $30-ish. I paid $3.99 for it. So this will go off to Amazon. And this is the kind of sourcing for Amazon that I've always done. I know whenever I had my mild mental breakdown on Amazon back in June, the thing that I was talking about whenever I was talking about unintentional sourcing, this is the kind of unintentional sourcing that I do for Amazon. If I'm at the thrift store and I find something good for Amazon, well then I buy it and I send it in. If I'm at the grocery store and I find something good for Amazon, I buy it and I send it in. The going purposefully doing retail arbitrage was not for me, but this is the kind of sourcing that I do. So this is off to Amazon. This is a Hooked on Phonics Learn to Read Reading Rainbow Edition. I paid $5.99 for it, and it only has kindergarten and first grade in it. Brand new. They've never been used. So whoever bought it only took the second grade one out and used it. So I have kindergarten and first grade, so I'm going to probably either sell it as a set missing second grade or sell first grade and kindergarten individually. If this was an entire set, I could sell it for anywhere from $60 to $100 depending on how I wanted to price it and how long I wanted to wait. So I figure $29.95 plus shipping, I could sell kindergarten, and then $29.95 plus shipping, I could sell first grade. Okay, this is a really interesting thing. I don't know what this is. It's a Diana F Plus Special Edition electronic flash camera. It's from Lomography, and I actually bought another camera at a different store that was also a Lomography. So I'm assuming these got donated by the same person. I tend to have that happen where I find the same items, the same general theme of items at multiple different locations. So like I've seen like a set of dishes and 4 of the cups are at one store and 4 of the cups are at another store and the plates are over at a different store. So even though I didn't look it up and I didn't really know what it was $5.99 and it was just so unique that it would just be ignorant to not buy it, you know? It's one of those things that, you know, $6 is, hey, $6 is nothing. So, anyway, let me get the rest of this stuff out of here. Okay, so I bought 5 of these. They are premium remanufactured color toner cartridges. They came from Amazon. It's got a Amazon barcode on it. These are Oki Data C3100s. They were $1.99 each. I found them on eBay selling for $19.95. So I bought all 5 of them. This is fun. I bought this not because it has a value. I bought this because it was 79 cents and it's the most ignorant thing I've ever seen for a product. Today. I've probably seen worse. This is called a coffee helper. You know what this is? You know how dumb this is? And the fact that somebody actually bought this and then I bought it as a gag gift because I'm probably going to give it away to somebody at Christmas and be like, oh, I thought you could totally use this. These are tweezers to pick up your coffee filters. Your new ones. Apparently it's so hard to separate coffee filters that somebody decided to make tweezers to take them out. Private label opportunity. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, anybody want to private label some stupid? Here you go. So, anyway, I had to buy it just because I thought it was the most insane thing. And 79 cents was totally worth the insane. This, if I can get it open, is an entire tub of stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets of stamps. Some of them are Stampin' Up stamps. These are Stampin' Ups. These are close to my heart stamps. Anyway, the entire tub was $3.99. There was no way I could miss this. Now the thing is, when I was at my first store, they had Stampin' Up stamps too. I saw 2 or 3 sets. They were little boxes like this. One of them was like a springtime one. I don't remember what the other ones were, but they were new. They were priced $12.99 a box. Now here I go to another store and there are 10 boxes. Now these are new, never been used. These have been used. These, brand new, never used. These are used. Brand new, never used. So I have 10 sets of stamps for $3.99 at one store and a tub. And the other store wants to charge $12.99 for one. Whatever. Alright. Next. Next. Ah. Okay. So I bought this cat. If you saw me on Periscope, it was live getting this cat. This is a tea kettle. It's a green-eyed black cat. It's a little dirty on the outside. It's got some oil, like, you know, where it was sitting on the stove. Zep from Lowe's will get that off pronto. Easy peasy. No scrubbing, no nothing. Spray it on. It like gels up and you wipe it off and it's done. Most amazing stuff ever. Go buy Zep. Anyway, so I paid $6.99 for this. I did some searches and I found some on eBay. This particular one, matter of fact. Prices ranged. You know how people are. You know, they price things. Some of them were as low as like $20 and some of them were as high as like $40. I looked on Etsy. There were 3 keyworded black cat tea kettles. So there's my market. This is gonna go on Etsy. This is my Etsy experiment for the week. This is a frozen Elsa, she's got a crown, Elsa Halloween trick-or-treating basket. I went ahead and bought it because it was in great condition. It's almost new. It basically is new. And it was $2.99. It'll sell come Christmas. Come Halloween time. So, whatever. Because there's still going to be a lot of Elsas running around this Christmas. I bought mugs today, guys. This is one of them. This is a Craftsman 3D oversized Mr. Christmas coffee cup. And a little tip, when you're doing searches and you're at the store, when you're on eBay, do the search for, like this one, I searched Craftsman Mr. Christmas coffee. I didn't put cup, I didn't put mug. I just put coffee. Because people are always going to put either coffee cup or coffee mug, but sometimes they don't put both. I always put both. I'll put coffee mug teacup, just so it doesn't look stupid as like coffee mug cup. I put coffee mug teacup. So when I'm doing searches, just so I don't miss out, I always put just coffee and no cup or no mug, and it's going to bring them all up. So anyway, I did a search for this one. I think there was one that tried to sell and didn't. It's just too amazing, and it was $1.99, and it's one of those things that if it doesn't sell, which I think it will regardless if it's keyworded properly, if you keyword, because a lot of those profession cups sell as gifts. So if you find the cups that are teachers or secretaries or librarians or whatever it is, electricians, I have found all kinds of different ones. If you find ones that are for professions, so if I keyword this as like handyman, construction, or whatnot, it'll sell. But if it doesn't, I'm going to give it to my dad because he's a craftsman's man. I bought some ink, HP Office Jet 940 for $3.99. They sell for like 20 something on Amazon. Doesn't expire till November. And let's get to the tub. Now here's all the shoes. I got these 3 tubs. I asked the guy because they were sitting there. These are from Target. They didn't have their lids, but I didn't mention anything. I just asked him, these aren't priced, how much are these tubs? And he goes, well, how many do you want? Do you want just one or do you want all 3? And I was like, well, I guess all 3 is fine. And he was like, well, if you get all 3, I can bundle them and give you a better price. I was like, okay, cool. Normally, at Goodwill, they price the tubs like crazy expensive, like brand new prices. They'll be like $4.99 or $8.99. I've seen some as high as $12.99. I'm like, dude, I can go to Walmart. He gave me all 3 tubs bundled for $3.99. So, whoo, there you go. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Let's get the last piece of plush while we're at it. Here's Spirit, Disney Spirit horse. It's posable. It was 99 cents. And so I bought him because they sell for about $20. Okay, these are Levi's boots. They're army green, suede, and canvas, almost like a gunny sack. These are heavy duty canvas. They lace up in the back, and they're basically like they got worn once or twice. I paid $8.99 for them. I couldn't find even close to a comparable listing. They were too unique and too cool. And what I did was I compared other prices for Levi boots. I don't know anything about Levi's boots. But I looked them up, and they were going for $40 and up. So I figured, hey, I mean, I'm not gonna lose money here. Even if I sold them for 30 bucks, I'm not gonna lose money. So these were so unique and interesting. I went ahead and bought them, $8.99. These are Dominia creepers, is what they're called. I'm sure you recognize them. They're very rockabilly. These have a weave woven through the front of the suede. Got the gum style. I don't think this is actual gum. This is just rubber, but they've got the gum kind of style sole. Not a lot of wear, just a little tiny bit on the heel. They were $6.99, and I looked them up, and this brand used generally goes for about $30 or $40. So that's that. These are suede black fit flops. I bought these at one store, and the first store I went to had the purple ones. So at the first store I was at, I bought the purple ones, and then at the second store I went to, I bought the black ones. First store had the purple ones for $6.99. Second store had the black ones for $4.99. I might just lock them together, sell them as a set. It really just depends. I didn't look them up, and I didn't see a whole lot of mule fit flops. So we'll see if it's better to do them separately or together. But I figure for a combined $12, I'll be fine. Fit flops always sell well for me. I got these metallic pink, absolutely gorgeous. It's more like a rose. Metallic pink Papilio. They're the Birkenstocks. They've got really awesome tread. There's not any like dragging your heel wear or anything. The footbed's fairly clean. These were only worn probably a handful or less times. They were $5.99. This was also bought at the first store. I lied. I said that the stock car was the first thing I saw. Actually, these were the first thing I saw. These are Converse All-Stars Anarchy and Peace sign. So it's got the Anarchy sign and the Peace sign. Size 12. They were $8.99. I didn't really have any second guesses about getting them. I wasn't even going to look them up. I went ahead and looked them up. I don't remember seeing any that had the peace sign. I did see a couple that had the Anarchy star. I didn't look too hard because I knew I was getting them anyway. These were just very unique to me, so they got bought. Check out these boots, Mama. These boots were made for walking because they're bear paws, which you wouldn't think that these would be comfortable, but they're bear paws. So they are solid, like fur material. I'm sure it's faux fur. Let's see. It says, oh no, it's not faux fur. It is calf goat. It's calf goat and wool sheep inside. So, if you saw... Okay. Sorry, guys. I ran out of memory on my camera. So, about the boots. If you saw my Periscope today, I talked about these boots. And I thought they were faux fur, but they're not. So they're like a vegan's nightmare. It's like feathers and fur and leather, cheap. They were $9.99. They're very barely worn. I mean, like barely worn. So they sell for $180 new. I was seeing them on eBay. So these only have like one technical issue, which is these little feathers have kind of come off. I'm gonna go ahead and glue them down and just note that it's probably missing a feather. And then I think I can sell them for like $100. They're in amazing condition. So $9.99, totally worth it. Next up, this was the coolest thing. This is a leather-bound equestrian journal. It's blank pages. It has like this little leather clasp, and it's totally new. I didn't look it up or anything. My stepmother is a horse collector. She has an amazing collection of like painted horses, and she has a horse bathroom with horse shower curtain and horse towels and a horse soap dispenser. So if this isn't worth anything, I will totally gift it to her for Christmas. It was $3.99. So I totally relapsed and I bought more mugs, but they're totally worth it. I bought 2 vintage Peanuts Halloween mugs. This one is The Great Pumpkin is coming, and this one is Happy Halloween with, I think that's Lucy and the Ghosts. So they were 99 cents a piece, so I totally picked those up. I saw some that had sold for like $20. These are 2, so there we go. I also picked up at the same store a Life is Good monkey mug. I love the Life is Good mugs. I have sold Life is Good mugs that were like cracked. I sold it, didn't realize it was like had a hot crack in it. So as soon as I put water in it to clean it, like cracked more. And the lady was like, "No, totally still send it." So I did. So there's that one. It was 99 cents. And then I also picked up Star Tours. It's got glitter. It's a Disney. It still has the tag on the bottom, so it's never been washed. I believe they sold these at the Disney, like Disneyland or Disney World or Epcot, or I don't know, wherever they did Disney. So this Star Tours. I saw some other ones. I mean, they don't sell for like a massive amount of money, but the new Star Wars movie is coming out, so I just assume that anything older Star Wars is going to go better, you know, come the winter time. Okay. These are neat. I picked these up because they were neat. $2.99. They've got, let me get this price sticker off so I can see. Has the some other language. Looks German. Looks very vintage. And they are Volvo Penta memo cards. It's a stack of memo cards, and it's got pictures of like automobile, like these are boat parts. It's got pictures of boat parts, boat motor, and just boat things. So I went ahead and picked it up just out of neatness because it was new. And last but not least, I bought a coffee machine. I know I said I wasn't going to buy any more coffee machines, and I was getting away from coffee machines, but this is a Dulce Gusto from Nescafe. They're very expensive to buy new, but red is a very uncommon color. And it had the lid, which I'm surprised was still there because it wasn't even taped on. I bought this machine because it was red, because I know that the parts sell for very good money. This part, I don't remember how they come out. They're funny. The tank, the lid. I know this one little lid sells for at least $12. Plus the tank. Plus the little pot holder that is right here. It didn't have the drip tray. I really don't care. I've sold the bases of these machines before. This was $12.99, so it was more than what I wanted to spend. But since it was such a rare color and it didn't have tape all over it, I don't have to clean anything. I mean, it's simply like take it apart, take pictures, and list it. I went ahead and bought it, so it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. I believe that is all of the items from today. So I spent about $220. I am going to post what I'm listing the items for, so you'll be able to see that and follow along. Obviously, they'll be in the sales videos. The sales videos come out every Tuesday for They Paid What? Sometimes Wednesday if I'm late, gotten as late as Thursday. But I also have a brand new video series coming out. I haven't really named it. I think I'm going to name it something like Buy All the Things. I don't know. But it's where I'm going to chronicle the journey of $100. And I know some people wanted me to do it as like a beginner's video, so they wanted me to do all these things about like documenting my time spent and whether or not I was reinvesting all of the money or only reinvesting part of the money, or trying to simulate the 21-day holds on PayPal and all this stuff. And I was going to do that, and then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, you know, my whole intentions were never to do a beginner's guide to eBay. I was doing a sourcing experiment where I was trying to get rid of that idea that if you only have one store and it's overpriced and limited and, you know, kind of picked through, that you could still run a business. And so that was the experiment. And I never said it was going to be a huge success. You know, I could fail miserably at it. That's the whole point in an experiment. Some fail, some succeed. So that's going to be coming out. I will go sourcing for that either tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to go ahead and put out a promo video for it so you have an idea of what I'm doing. And other than that, thank you for bearing with me through my first haul video of the second half of the year. I'm going to be much more diligent. I'm going to be filling out my spreadsheet with my items that I bought, what they are, how much I paid for them when I bought them, and that way I'll have a better track on how long things are listed for and how much I am profiting exactly. Because I've been relying only on GoDaddy, and you know, it doesn't give you the clearest of pictures of what's going on because it does all of your deductions, and if I listen to GoDaddy, I made no money, which is not true because I spend the money on personal things, so I know for a fact I made money, but as far as GoDaddy is concerned, like, I made nothing. So I'd like to have a clearer picture of what's happening with my business, because you can't grow if you don't know, period. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for following along with me. I love you guys. I have the most amazing subscribers. I mean, you guys are awesome. Commenting on my videos and contacting me, asking me questions or whatever. I just think you guys are great, and thank you so much for being so amazing. Bye!